But football is here, man. Football is here. And because of that, have a great conversation around development that's been really from the pro level to the youth level, a conversation that's been heavy in rooms that I've been in over the past couple of weeks. Top of the list right now is Trey Lance. Everyone's talking about the quarterback position in San Francisco. What does it mean? Do you trade him? Do you keep him? Is he the guy? I think it's clear, and the 49ers in their communication, they've been very clear that Brock Purdy is their guy. And that's okay, right? I love and respect that they're comfortable naming a guy that they truly believe is the best for their team right now to lead, regardless of how much he's paid or where he was picked. Because sometimes teams make decisions based on their finances, but the 49ers are making decisions that are best for their team to win. A lot of people say they do that, but they really don't. And I think that says a lot about them and what they're trying to build to. And honestly, I agree with it. I think Brock Purdy looked great last year for this team. Right? You're talking about a system with Kyle Shanahan where you don't have to be a hero, right? Do your job, know your reads, make the clean throws. I feel like it has to be the most quarterback friendly offense ever because guys are running wide open. Just do your job. And you have weapons out there. One of my favorite players, George Kittle, love him to death. Doesn't hurt to have him on your team, as well as Christian McCaffrey, one of my favorite teammates ever. All right, there are a bunch of talented guys on that team. And to have a quarterback that they're comfortable with has been really up and down for some years here now. But I think they're really in a good spot at the quarterback position. And for Trey Lance, his development hasn't happened as fast as people would have liked for him to develop. But honestly, that comes with time and reps. And right now, he doesn't have the time or the reps because they found their quarterback. And I think the best thing for him right now is to go somewhere else where he can develop. And the 49ers, I think they understand right now, they're not getting those 3 first-round picks back. They probably won't even get a first-round pick for him in general, right? He's still a project at this point, but he's a project that I believe has a lot of potential. So you can get him at a team that maybe has an older quarterback there, and he can develop behind them and learn behind them. Eventually, his time may come where he can get thrown into the fire. I think right now he's just in a spot where it doesn't make sense to keep him. I think it's easy to make the argument as a 49ers fan that, hey, guys have been getting hurt each and every year. We need to keep him. We already are under control salary cap wise. It's not hurting anything. Let's just make it through the season. But I think for him, it's really going to be a tough mental space to sit there to be the backup when you've had dreams of being the franchise guy. Whether he was there or not, I think that's an argument in itself. Every player is drafted at a spot. You don't necessarily develop and happen overnight for every player. Every player's journey isn't the same. But I think for Trey Lance, he needs to go somewhere where he can sit behind someone, he can develop, he can get those reps, and he can grow. And then when his time comes to be thrown into the fire, he can really develop. I think we have to be honest about where this decision was made. It's very easy to say, oh man, the 49ers shouldn't have drafted him. Everyone's a genius when a first round quarterback doesn't work out. The majority of the time, first round quarterbacks don't work out, right? Like for that particular team. But it doesn't mean that he's done or he's a dud or he's a bust. I'm not buying that until he has the opportunity to really prove it. Injuries have been in the way. A quarterback that's done a great job has been in the way. A lot of people earn their spots when someone gets hurt. That's just how this business works. And he was on the short end of the stick this time. But hopefully he's traded somewhere where he can go, he can develop, and truly feel like he has a path and a real opportunity. Because right now, it seems like this is not even it seems. This is Brock Purdy's team. And it's his opportunity to go out there and get healthy and play. And Trey Lance at this point is just a backup with potential. And the team, it's best for them to get rid of him now so they don't have to deal with folks in the media talking about, oh, what's going on with Trey Lance and why isn't he in the game? Or you guys wasted all these picks. Just cut the weight now, get the media junk out the way and get on to the real thing. Life goes on. No one's perfect, and we'll see what happens. The 49ers are clearly in a great spot as a team. Could have very easily have gone to the Super Bowl last year if Purdy were healthy. So that's one of those things where you got to live and learn and see what happens this year around. But